Today, my darlings, I want to do something a little different. Because we're always checking in on the CW and we're always checking on Karen, and not that that's a bad thing, but I want to do a little check-in on what's going on the other side of the aisle. What about these bad actors? Where are they coming from? Do they have something to hide? What is happening with them? I can tell you what, we're going to find out. Hello and welcome, everyone. I am Lady Zelda Kelly, and you are seeing crime and corruption and all the other muck, mire, and mayhem that we have coming for Karen Reed's trial. Today, we're going to be looking a little deeper. We're going to deep dive because we want to really see where these people are coming from. What are they thinking? What's going on? What have they got to hide? What have they done? So I have 4 decks out here. I've got more on the side, by now. This is not even a third of what we could use, but for the sake of time, and we're going to just dive deep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these cards. We've used them. You've seen these before. I'm going to shuffle. We're not going to get an idea now of what's happening. We're just going to leave it this way. And see what's going on here. Because I just, here's the thing. Oh, and look what falls out. I think we've seen this about every reading. I'm going to put him back in and shuffle once again. This is serious. But the reason I want to do this is because I can feel that these people do not want to testify. They know this has gone too far, way overboard. They bit off more than what they can chew. And at this point, the CW and the judge are, and they are prepared to do more of throwing Proctor right into the ring, throwing him under the bus. Yes, it's all his fault. This is what happens when you're not family and you're a throwaway. Higgins is next, in my opinion. And I will say that I am not law enforcement. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not an expert in any of those fields. However, I am a tarot psychic medium, and I am a profiler, and we look into the personalities of people, predictive personalities, and we see what's going on. The defense has made some changes, which I think are very good. And I know that the CW and the judge are going to be reeling. But you know what? Ain't nothing they can do about it. She belongs, Victoria George, the former juror, and attorney, has now joined the office of David Yannetti. She will definitely be an asset to the team. But I want to see what these people, what's going on with them. So here we go, my darlings. We're going to cut this deck and we're going to turn it over. Investigating. We'll squish that in there so you can see it. Divine timing. Ooh, I love it. Wrong time, right time, and wait. Our friend the Kipper. Bad health. that card flipped over. Pathway ahead, but we're going to put it back in. And I'm just going to shuffle one more time here and cut the cards. And now, what does it say? Contact is coming. Yeah. They will be contacted. By whom? I don't know, but I'm going to tell you. If you think that we are deep diving into this situation to find out information about what they are doing, what they have done at 34 Fairview, this is going to be amazing. They are investigating on their end what they can do and say, because they're limited. They can't add a lot to their testimony at this point. They've already testified. So that means if they did or they embellished it, definitely that will be questioned rather, by the defense, and possibly even perjury. I don't know. I'm not a legal beagle. But I will tell you that they are very concerned. But the divine timing is very interesting, because I believe that there is going to be some timing with some testimony. And I also feel that there are people, think about this, and I'm going to just say it this way. Some of those young people in the house, and I feel that there were more there than what we know, and they have hidden the rest. But some of those people that are in the house that saw John are struggling. And they are struggling with the fact that they may have not seen anything else, but they know that he was in there. And quite frankly, all it will take is one person breaking and saying he was in the house. And I do believe that the defense can get someone to break. Planetarily, this is not a good time. But you know what? It's also not a good time. It's not favorable at all. Because the timing and the planets and the transits and so forth with Saturn and Mercury retrograde and all of this other shajunk that is going on, it doesn't serve these bad actors at all. See, Karen is truthful. Her side is truthful. She's overcoming all this. And the great part is that it's temporary for Karen. But as far as their side, it isn't temporary. They're still going to struggle. The best part about this Mercury retrograde is that the truth is surfaced. The truth starts coming out. That's what we're here for. And I have seen this before, but I believe that there were people in that house, this is my opinion only, not factual, that know all about John. And it's just a matter of time, because I feel that there's going to be some type of slip, contact, upset, something or other is going to happen to the point where there's an oh shite moment. I want to look into this a little bit more. We're going to turn these cards over and we're going to set them to the side. We know what was already there, and I'm going to lay out a few more of our friends here. Okay? We're just going to see exactly where we are in this. The Hermit. Now, the Hermit, as we know, is the significator card for BA, the former owner of 34 Fairview. In the original cards, the Hermit is standing on snow. Does that give you a little bit of hint of what's happening? Even though he did not come out of the house, he was there. The Hermit is a sign of Virgo. And for you Virgos out there, we all have free will. And we're talking about the free will of BA, and it does not affect you one iota, because not all Virgos are bad at all, but it just happens to be the sign that he was born under. And the fact that there is snow in that original card, in fact, give me a minute, I'm going to pause. I'm going to get that card. I want you to see it. I'll be right back. Okay, my darlings, here we are. This is the original card. Do you see he's standing on snow? This is an indication that this character is on top of things. He's holding a staff for navigating and a 6-pointed star of Solomon in his little lamp. He's got some snowflakes above him. But this is very interesting. Let's look at this card. He's got a sickle, or a scythe rather. What is that doing? Well, it's there to harvest, make a way, clear a path. His little lamp is not that bright, but it's bright enough for him to see. So we're just going to leave this here for a moment, see what else comes up. So, break time. If you are here for the first time, we love having you here. I want to invite you to subscribe, like, click the notification bell, because I post daily, because information comes out daily. And I want you to be a part of this community, because this community is awesome. And I'd love to have you here. No matter where you're from, no matter how you feel, you are welcome. We are a kind community, and we love having everyone. So we welcome you with open arms. If you'll do that for me, I would really appreciate it. And I know that you're going to have a great time. And every Saturday night, we have a live presentation. I go live, and we do all kinds of things, and we talk about this case, and we have EVPs, and we read cards, and we just chat, and we come together collectively so we can work through this time. That's 7 p.m. Eastern, right here. And that is on every Saturday night. So, card off the top, Queen of Cups, that's Karen. The Queen of Cups is equivalent to the Queen of Hearts in the Cartomancy deck, and it is for water sign. She is the main water sign. The Queen of Wands. Now, that is some energy, but I'm wondering if that is the new lady. Let's see, the new defense lawyer. What's her name? Yes, Victoria George. And you saw me turn that card around. You know I don't read reverse. And I have a reason for that, so it's to each his own. And this card constantly comes out because, have you ever heard that expression, that ship has sailed? Well, the CW wants this ship to sail, come hook by crook. The Nine of Pentacles means that Karen will be coming out of this, and she will be in a very good position financially, and she's going to have to work through this and probably get some therapy, probably have to work through it with a counselor, but she's going to work through it. I love that about her. Let's lay some of these other cards around. So it's talking about, but you know, he was the owner, but there is a person who was the fixer and orchestrator. We all know who she is. Some money. The money, we keep the money keeps coming in for Karen's defense. Thank God. But there's consistency here, that these people are constant. But that doesn't mean that they're right. They're just working on their stories. They're reading from a script. They feel that there's fortune in this for them. I think they feel that there's going to be probably a Netflix show or something or other that they can earn money from. There's a love about this. And quite frankly, I feel it's a distorted love. How can you love a situation like this, thinking that you're getting ready to put an innocent woman away? And that is why I am feeling that there is a young person in that house who knows the truth and who is holding back. And I'm going to tell you, I don't think that it is voluntary that they are holding things back. King of Hearts. That's Karen's father. That's Karen. So I think this is her parents. There's Karen, because they're in the fight too. I mean, after all, they've been through it. The money comes up, sharing money, involving money, and I really feel in the beginning the bad actors were thinking, because this is very true, that if you want someone to concede, cost them money, because most court cases end up in some type of plea agreement because people run out of money for attorneys, or they go with a public defender. And can you imagine if Karen was with a public defender right now? She would already be locked up. This is a card of fear. Now, we're not talking about Karen and her parents. We're talking about these bad actors. It is a real fear, because at this point this has gone on too long. So what happens if they inadvertently say, well, I was there? What legally happens? And see, there is one person there has been misunderstandings with that person. This person has made changes. If you want to figure it out, and I know some of you are going to say, oh, it is Sarah Levinson. No, it is not. It is a male. And I believe there was a misunderstanding in his direction. There have been changes with this person. He may have already changed jobs. He's needed change. He may have changed residence. He may have left and come back. There are changes around him. But the one thing he does know is that he will never get away from these people. Not until the end of this. He made some bad choices. Intuition, sixth sense, and subconscious. Now, my darlings, I want to share something. When somebody knows that they're holding and withholding the truth, if they have just even an ounce of moral within them, and I do believe, because he's reacting to this, He knows he's going to be he's going to be held up in the light now. He may have to be a witness. When that happens, your mind will recreate what has happened over and over and over again until you get either therapy or you tell the truth, or both. That is how people are haunted by this type of thing. And the reason your mind keeps going over and over and over it again is because your subconscious mind knows that by doing that, there is a way of coming to terms with it. Do you see how that works? And then through therapy and life coach and all of these things, but this person has not and is not capable or able of doing that. Now, we see the bad health there. Could be bad mental health right now. People's looks change. Start looking at these people. Have their looks changed? Has their demeanor changed? Have their faces changed? There will be physical changes when people hold back such a horrible lie like this. This is bad news for them. There is expectation. And the expectation is that this person stick to the story. I will tell you, this is not a fact, but I will share that from my experiences with others in the past, when trauma like this happens, it definitely starts leaking out. It starts coming out. It starts and leaking out from this person. They start seeking. They start reaching out to other people. It is a matter of time. Quite frankly, I see Karen going free for something very oddly, as in possibly a slip-up, possibly something like that. And I will tell you this, they already have the documentation ready for when this ends. Immediately they will be filing suit against everyone. That's scary, isn't it? Imagine seeing this face every night when you go to bed. This is the anger that has come from perhaps this person. And I'm going to say others who advised this young person what to do. And that is stick to the story. The fact that he shows up as this heart Jack, it's an immature male. It is, and it really could even be a mama's boy, is why he's not capable of sticking up for himself. But they found out very early that he could be manipulated. And he found out very early that the expectation was for him to stick to the story. Final word, final message. Oh, there we go. Final word and final message. This Two of Pentacles. You know, the Pentacles, as far as tarot is concerned, means financial. Let's just say that. But a pentacle is a five-pointed star. Now, the pentacle is all four elements in each one of these points, but at the top point, It means the spirits. Okay? Now, unfortunately, there are those that don't understand this symbol and just blanket mean that it is worshiping the devil, and it is not. If you see this star upside down like that and a point goes downward, then we've got problems. Then that's a whole other show. But this is a symbol, and yes, it was a pagan symbol, but this is a symbol of protection. It is a symbol that many have used over the ages, ages and centuries. So for this Two of Pentacles to come out, this is basically saying they are holding on. They are juggling stories. They are crafting this. Look at this fellow. He is crafting this. They have crafted this whole story to go against Karen. Quite frankly, I'm not a lawyer, but there would be a portion that I would I would concentrate on flipping one of these younger people, because we saw it. We saw some breakdown on the stand. But I'm going to tell you, this is serious, and this person knows it is. And at this point, this person also knows it's going to be serious if he flips, and it's going to be serious if he doesn't, because he's facing legal problems. Probably either way, he can expect that as well. And this young man, now, this is coming from the cards, this is opinion only, but this young man also knows that if he doesn't do something, and there is an anticipation with this diamond here, there is an anticipation along with this fear and the misunderstandings. Where's this fear card? Hello. Let's just tear this reading up. Hello. There is an anticipation because he's looking at this from both sides. So this anticipation of him involving himself to make sure that Karen goes away when he puts away an innocent woman who had nothing to do with this and who drove off, he will have to live with that for the rest of his life. And will he be able to? Will he be able to live with that for the rest of his life? The answer is no. We already had the bad health card out here, so the answer is no. So this is bad news for someone. I'm just going to say for someone, and it appears to be male. It is not Sarah Levinson coming out in the cards. She does not have the proper cards around her, around this card, to indicate that it is Sarah. But I'm going to say this, Sarah knows. So bad news. And let's just hope that this person can work things out so that the truth prevails and justice is served. Sooner than later, you're going to be hearing some things. It's going to be coming out because, quite frankly, Higgy, he's going to be on the chopping block just like Proctor. And the amazing thing is Dr. Turk's opening statements today, the judge for the instructions for the jury said, do not judge this by the Karen Reed case, because a lot of these officers also, from Karen Reed's case, investigated for this Dr. Turk's case. So my darlings, I want to thank you for being here so much. I appreciate you. I want you to keep watch. Watch every little thing. When you see some type of video, movie, testimony, you watch. because I think we're going to start seeing the telltale signs. It definitely is bad news for them. Thank you so much for watching, my darlings. Please do me the favor again and subscribe and especially like. And I will see you very, very soon. Saturday's coming. Much love to you. And I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.